What's up, Aries? Welcome to your reading. Five of Cups in reverse, 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 3 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Wands, the Sun in reverse. Alright, so on the table we have a past heartbreak coming up. It feels connected to a love connection, and it's caused you to reset your boundaries. You've reestablished those, and you have forward movement, and you're aiming for the sun, but there's still something that's kind of blocking you at this time. We're going to go in deeper to see what that may be. And if you had a yes or no question coming into this reading, the answer is no. You definitely have a lot of potential, and you've been working real hard. I'm getting a message of work smarter, not harder. You've already done the like you needed to do that tough labor and that intense work, but it's kind of like phasing out of that era, and you're not really getting that. It's time to let go of that hard, tough work. There's new ideas or something coming in that's gonna help you like establish a new way of working that's not going to be so physically taxing on you. The High Priestess in reverse, 5 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Wands. On the bottom of the deck, we have 2 of Swords and 5 of Wands. You're a very intuitive person. You're not fully leading through that at this time, which is respectful. I feel like there's a reason. Like, you're the type of intuit that knows how intuitive you are, and like I feel like you definitely led from that in the past, but maybe that's what got you like so deep into this heartbreak, honestly, was like following your heart and like senses that you felt real strongly and they were real and there and present, but it's like other people weren't in tune in the way that you were, and it led to a deep sense of heartbreak. And you're trying to like, definitely with like the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, you're definitely in a place of like protecting yourself at this time, and like really focusing on your boundaries and what those look like and feel like to you. Move all this up some. And you're finding yourself at a crossroads at this time. A decision needs to be made, and it's like you've been kind of putting your intuition and subtler senses to the background to protect yourself, because you like, that's what you feel like is going to protect yourself, is like leading through logic and stuff. But with this particular decision that's like at your foreground and like the path that you need to choose, it's causing like, it's calling for you to click into your intuition and your internal compass and let go of logic at this time for this specific decision. And I see you stepping into a great place of community with the 5 of Wands. Like, it's something clicking around your desires, your passions, your sense of purpose, where you're like creating the proper networks to really like propel all that forward. It is interesting though. I want to get clarified. Like, the Sun and the 4 of Pentacles both in reverse tells me that there's something that like wants to push through for you that's like really great opportunity and like unlock of a lot of self-fulfillment and abundance financially. Wow, this butterfly just landed on the 2 of Wands in reverse. I think there's something connected to this past situation that I think is a twin flame of yours. But it's definitely not like present in your life at this time. Let's go deeper into that. The Devil, the Emperor, the Eight of Cups in reverse. There's a really clear message coming forward for you about this past connection that left you in a lot of heartbreak. And it was a very, like, stable person from your perspective. Like, they really taught you a lot about confidence and, like, getting what you deserve out of this life. And, like, they were really, like, masculine dominating energy that, like, kind of just showed you, like, what is possible in those realms in terms of, like, taking action and really, like, not only taking action, but, like, knowing that you deserve it and, like, that it's yours to take. It's hard to describe because I'm almost, like, it was borderline a bit of a, see, I don't even know if I could call it a borderline toxic energy. It was just a really intense energy and somewhat selfish, but, like, it's like you needed to learn those lessons of selfishness in the way that it's like, I deserve to put myself first in the way that they knew that they could put themselves first. You feel me? Like, it's not, I feel like it was a very tough lesson, but it wasn't, like, a bad lesson. It was, like, in the end, it's taught you a lot, and it's allowed you to really, like, step into yourself in a way that I don't think you would have if it weren't for this relationship. But in the end, that person turned away from their emotions with the Eight of Cups here in reverse. Whereas you were, like, guiding from this High Priestess. You were very much in your emotions and your love and your heart space and your vulnerability and following your heart above all else. Like, that was not this person at all. They were very, I mean, they're here with the Devil and the Emperor. They were very, like, grounded in the physical and very, like, selfish. And I don't even want to say that in a judgmental way. The way it's coming out, it's like they were selfish because that's how they were feeling called to live, and they needed to be bold for where they were in their life and what they wanted, like, what they knew they wanted to accomplish. And they did put that above this love connection. And as painful as that must have been, it's what they felt they needed to do. And it's not that they didn't have love for you. Like, they had a lot of emotions here. They just didn't lead from them. The Hermit in reverse, the Tower in reverse, Page of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Ace of Wands in reverse. You definitely went through major transformation around this, and you learned a lot about self-reliance and just being within the self. And I mean, it allowed for massive growth within you. There's some opportunity that wants to come through for you. It's definitely connected to, like, career. I'm getting that very strongly, especially, like, I felt it before with the Sun and, what was the other one? The Sun in reverse. And, well, definitely the Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's like something's trying to bust through. And then we show out with the Page of Pentacles. It's like some sort of offer is coming and making its way into your field slowly but surely. And with the Page of Pentacles here upright, I think it's coming in at the present moment or, like, in the very, very near future. And it's definitely very connected to your life purpose, your passions, your desires. It's a new beginning that wants to come through with the Ace of Wands in reverse. What's going with this deck. I feel like this past relationship is coming out because it's like there's still some sense of closure you need to find around this. I think like it's been a long time of growing from it and healing, and I think you're still holding on to it a little bit in a way where you're like, it's because you don't really understand what happened, like how your intuition and your heart led you so wrong. It seems like in the physical it didn't turn out at all how you thought it was going to or how you hoped it would. And it's like just coming to the frame of viewing this from the perspective of this person didn't necessarily do anything wrong, and you certainly didn't do anything wrong by listening to your heart and your intuition. It's like y'all were simply leading from very different places, and all the energies you were feeling and experiencing was real. You were following them, and had this other person been leading from their emotions and their heart space, could have gone a very, very different way. And I think that's the way you were hoping it would go, but alas, it didn't. But in the process, you learned just how much you can get from choosing to, I don't know, this individual seemed very heavy-handed in the physical and in the, like, I keep coming to the word selfishness, but it's like I really don't mean it in a negative light. It's like in this lifetime, we've earned it to put ourselves first, if that's the way that we're feeling called to act. Like, if you have a really a specific goal you're trying to accomplish and you see how you're gonna do it, and that's what you choose to prioritize in your life, that's what you chose. And that may come back to haunt you in some ways, and it may also like reap a lot of reward in some ways. And so like you didn't really know that you could even do that for yourself. Like you didn't even know you could even choose to lead from those frames. You were very like in the intuition and in the, or not intuition, it's like you were just very deep in emotions and heart space, which is so beautiful too. It just didn't line out. It didn't line up the way that you hoped, but you've learned a lot through it all. And you're learning to find a proper balance. But yeah, with the Three of Swords just popped out and the Nine of Wands in reverse, you're definitely still feeling this heartbreak to some degree. Like you're feeling it in your heart, this lost love, or where your love wasn't matched. You're still healing it, and that's okay. Take all the time you need. Be gentle and compassionate with yourself. Be present with everything you're feeling. Don't numb it out. Don't run away from it. With the Nine of Wands here in reverse, there truly is a lot that wants to come through. I feel like it's all coming on the other side of like, I want to say on the other side of this heartbreak, but it's like, I'm not saying that to rush you through it. You can't rush this, and I don't know if it'll ever fully be like healed in a sense that it's like you no longer hold love for this person, or you no longer like desire their love, but it's like you're gonna reach new eras and new levels of it. And I feel like on the like, because it seems very close in your energetic field, it's not something that's in the distant future. It's like I feel like after this new level of unlock, this new realm of healing, there's a lot of abundance and potentials that want to come through for you in your career. And you're like, it's gonna be very fulfilling. It's gonna be like it's gonna give you a great sense of life purpose and kind of show you just like you are very much prioritizing your feelings and your love and your heart space, and that's all beautiful, but it's like showing you other aspects of life that are also super fulfilling and all about you. It's just about you. And that's not to say that you're not going to come back to these really deep heart spaces, but they're just not like what is calling you at this time. And I think you're feeling that. You've been feeling that for some time while you've been healing. What else we got for Aries? Justice, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands, the Tower, Four of Wands. I mean, we have Two of Wands on the table twice. Earlier it was in reverse and now it's upright. So hold on, I don't want to speak too soon. Let me see. We have the Tower here twice. Before that was in reverse and now it's upright. Honestly, I think this connection from your past is coming back around. Justice wants to be, like, balance wants to be brought to this. And it's been definitely a time of patience. It's been a long, long journey. This is someone you've been connected to for years. They're definitely a twin flame. And just as you've gone through major transformation in the past with this, they are currently going through a major transformation with this. There's so many like butterflies and stuff all around here. The moth just landed on the sun in reverse. I'll tell you what, there's hella energy busting through for you. No matter how you look at it. There's a lot that wants to come through on the other side of this like era of healing. And it's a very divine connection. Like, I believe it has potential to be like a whole family in the future if that's what you want. With the Four of Wands here. It's like in the way that you've gone through this major transformation and like learning to unlock your more like self-reliant qualities and more like personal passion dominated energies, they are currently going through a transformation of learning how to like be vulnerable and tune into their heart space and like really be present with their subtler senses. And it's like, I think a lot of what they were experiencing and showing didn't make sense to you in the past, and a lot of what you were showing and experiencing didn't really make sense to them in the past, and now y'all are like stepping into each other's realms and really like the past, everything that happened, everything that's said, even if it wasn't fully digested and understood in those current moments, it now is being like, it's still there, it's still remembered. I feel like y'all have like either like texts and emails and stuff written down that y'all are able to look back at, or maybe even like letters or notes, or even just through like reflecting via memory. Like y'all are it's this feeling of like you're reviewing and reflecting on past things that were said and like shared, and you're like, it's clicking in a way, like a brand new way that you did not understand before, and now it's like really seeping in and like, oh, like that person really did love me and they really did mean that this way, and like I saw it as this, and like you know, it's that type of vibe. It's like y'all are both finding brand new lenses of dialogues and experiences from the past that's like, it's unlocking a lot for both of y'all. It's like transforming both of y'all a lot separately, and I think it's like bringing in this desire and this pull back together. I don't think this connection is like done with, especially because like it popped out from the very beginning, and it's been like such a central part of this reading, like to the point where it's like, it's not like, yes, you're healing and that's what it's about to a certain extent, but it's also not done. There's more like karmic cycles to play out. There's more going on. 7 of Cups. It's newfound emotions that have been like, they've been present, they've been here in existence, but it's like they're growing and being nurtured in a new way, and it's like taking root in these present realms and in these future realms. I'm gonna close this out with a Priestess of Light Oracle card. What is our concluding message for Aries? Concluding message for Aries. Grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. You have a lot coming for you. A very prosperous future is ahead of you. I feel like this could be a really crucial time to really visualize, like, what is my most prosperous life? Like, what does that look like? What does that feel like? Write it down, journal it, meditate on it. I think we're about to have a full moon in Pisces on Saturday, maybe. Saturday. And that could be a really like important time to like have that written out, really meditate with it under the moon, and like let those energies really just like be clarified and like brought to life, and start like operating from like the lens that that will be my future. Like, this is what I desire, this is what I choose, and I'm going for it. I'm using what I've learned. I'm coming at it with this like, I'm guiding from my heart, I'm following my intuition, I'm feeling the energies and like what like the spirit realms are calling me to, but I'm also grounding that and anchoring that into physical reality in a way that's like, it is logic based, it is rational, it is achievable because I know my goals and I'm working towards them. Like, you're marrying those two and bringing a proper balance to it all in a way that it's really gonna actually happen, and you know that, and you can feel that, and like really embrace that and let it come through, because it's all of these cards are screaming that like hella abundance and desire and passion and everything you want and need out of this life is trying to bust through right now. So allow it to. That's what I got for you, Aries. I hope these messages resonated with you, and if they did, please like or comment or subscribe or whatever, so I know that I'm hitting energies and I can make more.